We are all here for a reason. Some of us are here to heal, some to educate, others to create, and some are here to explore new frontiers. Some of us, including internal auditors, are here to protect and enhance, to stand up for what's right. But one interesting thing about the 7 billion inhabitants of the Earth is that we are all hurtling through space at warp speed. Funny thing is, we don't feel a thing. This motion, this incredible speed. But when it comes to the world of business, it's another story. Businesses do feel the speed, the challenges in simply keeping up, the ever-evolving risks driven by changing technology, communications, global economics, geopolitics, and more. As internal auditors, we must adapt at the speed of risk. And as surely as a strong internal control framework is essential to good corporate governance, the internal audit profession itself requires a strong yet flexible framework that identifies what we stand for and guides us in how we deliver on our promise to protect and to enhance. The International Professional Practice Framework, or IPPF, is the compass that provides internal auditors direction so that we may keep up with the pace of change. But in the same way we must adapt, so must the framework. So, in re-examining the IPPF, we found that the increasingly global and dynamic nature of the profession created the need to more readily guide internal auditors towards enhanced professionalism, proficiency, and effectiveness. This includes articulating a unifying mission for internal audit. The new IPPF has such a statement: to enhance and protect organizational value by providing risk-based and objective assurance, advice, and insight. The mission conveys how our profession performs, as well as how it is evolving. Assurance is the bedrock that any internal audit function provides to its stakeholders. Advice is the informed view that we can offer from our unique vantage point within organizations. Insight is that objective and independent perspective that, due to our comprehensive knowledge of the entire organization, can help see risks and opportunities beyond the horizon. Reflecting on the speed and complexity of risk, think for a moment about how far technology has evolved in just a few short years. What was cutting edge only a few years ago is now obsolete. Similarly, the threat of hackers bent on corporate espionage, cyber-terrorism, or eco-hacktivism was nearly unheard of just a decade ago. Today, cyber threats rank near or at the top of organizational risks. Some might question whether internal audit has what it takes to tackle these new and emerging challenges. We can gain strength, inspiration, and courage to overcome any challenge and be effective if we remain true to the principles that have carried the profession to where it is today, and by articulating new principles that will carry us into the future. Indeed, some of the 10 core principles that are now part of the new IPPF are just that, core to what we already do as internal auditors. Integrity, objectivity, and competence all are characteristics of any internal audit professional. Providing risk-based assurance and ensuring that internal audit's work aligns with the organization's strategies, objectives, and risks are traits of most evolved internal audit functions. New principles, such as internal audits being insightful, proactive, and future-focused, as well as promoting organizational improvement, provide further direction to what makes us effective as we serve our key stakeholders. You will find other changes in the new IPPF, including how we define and convey the purpose of mandatory, recommended, implementation, and supplemental guidance provided by the IIA. And you can expect even more changes in the coming months and years as we evaluate and update both standards and guidance to align with the core principles and support the dynamic changes all around us. It's critically important to also note that other elements of the IPPF have not changed, including the definition of internal auditing, the code of ethics, and all existing standards. Change can be a difficult process, and changing the IPPF is not something the IIA takes lightly. But as internal auditors, we recognize that change is inevitable and it must be embraced. The new IPPF takes the familiar and enhances, expands, and unifies those elements more effectively. To enhance and protect organizational value by providing risk-based and objective assurance, advice, and insight. This is our mission. This is what we do. This is our foundational path to delivering on the promise of providing stakeholder value as we hurtle through space at warp speeds. To support the new framework, the content of the IPPF will continually evolve. As we move along at the speed of risk, let's take this journey together.